And I'm waiting for the playback to start on. Let's see if I can find there it is. There should be a default for that, but I don't know what it is. All right, so how are you? So this is an intercontinental edition, and the next several editions of this will be intercontinental, which I think is
Yes,
fantastic.
it's 5:52 p.m. where I am right now. So
Yeah, it's 9:52 in the morning here.
9:52 for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
Isn't it
Mile
fun?
High City. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's fun because I napped 2 hours from 2 to 4. I took a shower, got dressed, and it's like my day is starting when
Yeah,
everyone's days is ending.
yeah.
So that's funny. And so I was hungry, so I went and I was like, okay, am I doing breakfast, lunch, or dinner right now at 5:52? It's very fun.
They have, well, most places you probably don't have a choice, right? It's
Oh,
gonna be dinner time in
it's
most.
gonna be dinner time, yeah. But you can do here. What's fun is that I can where I am right now downstairs. I wouldn't say downstairs, but there is a wonderful pizzeria, like the
Uh-huh.
not pizza, not American pizza. Like it's a
Nice.
pizzeria, but you can have fine meals too, and
Nice.
they're open all day, so I can just go for a coffee, for a dessert, for a a pizza anytime,
Yeah,
or
that's nice.
something
And
more.
you're in central Paris, right?
I am down in central. I mean,
Okay.
central Paris. Yeah, I'm right now, Place d'Italie, which is the 13th. Yeah, but it's downtown Paris. If you
And what floor is you said downstairs, so what floor
Yeah,
is
I
the
am
apartment
right now
staying?
at the 28th. The apartment where I am is at the 28th floor.
Wow.
Yeah, and
So this
yeah,
would be not I guess not the old town Paris, but
that's not
the
this
more.
not very old town, but like it's 15-minute walk.
Gotcha. Yeah.
We're not far from the Panthéon and all of that. So it's really downtown Paris, but it's not.
Mm.
We have the Haussmannian buildings. I am not right now in the Haussmannian buildings, more modern one.
Uh-huh.
But it's a mix. It's a mix.
Yeah, I remember when I visited there. I remember noticing, and somebody told me that in the central, what tourists would go to in Paris, in that district, they limit the height of the buildings
Yes.
to like 7 stories. And I remember we were in a cab and looking over, and there's the skyline of the actual city, right? With
Mhm.
the actual city with the high rises and everything.
Yeah, you
I
do
thought
have
that
them
is,
everywhere. Yeah, it's but yeah, some places in the Marais, which is the third and the fourth, and then you have the fifth that I really like, fifth and sixth. My favorite part is the Quartier Latin, which is the sixth arrondissement,
mhm.
because there that's the book, that's where the bookstores are.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
right, right.
all booked. And last time when we spent 2 months, we had an apartment just by the Senate. It was right after COVID, so we rented an apartment like that was like $10,000 a month for just
Uh,
3,000 for
uh,
2 months, and it was amazing just to be
yeah.
walking and yeah. So great experience. So the sixth is fun, the first and the second, the seventh, the eighth, all of those great places. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's just
Paris is
I'm
fun.
jealous. I wish I was there with you right now because
It's really fun to be here. Just when I land, I feel like, oh, I'm back home. I feel like that's home. And it's funny to feel at home now in the US too. When I land in Detroit, after traveling within the country, I feel at home. So
Mhm, mhm.
just a feeling to be at home in several places,
Well, I think the goal is to be at home wherever you are, right?
because home is in my head.
Yes, yeah.
My home is in
Exactly.
my head. We had
Yeah.
a poster that say that my home is in my head, and I feel
Mhm.
like yeah, that works well. There is a cat where I am. My friend has two beautiful cats.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yes. Coucou, tu veux venir? Tu viens? Oui. Tu veux qu'on te voit? Viens. I'll show you.
Oh,
Coucou,
that
t'es où?
cat.
Regarde. Tu fais coucou?
Those
Oh.
eyes. Look at those
Yeah,
eyes.
I know. They're twins. So there is him and another one. So it's
Oh, that's awesome.
anyway, they're fun. So, how about you? Did you go to school? Did you do
Yeah, I
your
went to school, did the Denver School of the Arts thing, and I when I arrange it correctly, since it's within walking distance, I can walk. Since I do morning and afternoon there, I can walk that distance there and back twice, and I'll get 4 miles in.
That's good.
So
Yeah,
yeah, and
that's your natural workout. That's what we do here in France. We walk.
yeah,
Uh, I remember that was also a shift when we moved to the States because
yeah, because you
like
live in the suburbs, pretty much, right?
where I live in the US,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
In the US, it has always been suburbs, but in Paris, it has always been downtown.
Hmm.
So to go to work, like 10,000 step was like a minimum,
Hmm.
right? And every day 10,000 step. No, like regular days is 15 to 17,000 step just because
Yeah,
you walk, you
yeah.
go everywhere. And going to the States, that was a big shock, just to be driving everywhere, especially where I
Yes.
live in Michigan, in Detroit. It's very suburb, like you don't walk.
Right.
So the house we have, like the where I live, we made sure that it's like a walkable neighborhood. So
Yeah.
in the morning when I can walk my neighborhood, right? I can walk as much as I want.
Mm.
But yeah, you don't get to go to work or to school by walking.
Yeah, I feel really lucky. Like right now, I've set up my life so I'm either doing stuff virtually and talking to clients or having conversations or doing whatever, doing presentations virtually most of the time. Or when I go out, I can walk. So and then the grocery store is just half a block away, and so I can spend days at a time where I'm not in my car, which
I
is
love that. So it's Denver. You are Denver, right?
yeah,
Downtown Denver.
it's not downtown, but it's in the heart of Denver.
That's good. I
Yeah.
would definitely live. Every time I am a city girl, per nature. When I go to, like, I was in Phoenix, I was staying at my founder's home in Paradise Valley, which is
Mm.
amazing. I could totally see myself living there. It
Uh,
was so amazing, just with the desert and the view and the sunrise and sunset were just amazing.
yeah,
But I think at heart, at heart, I'm a city girl. When I'm in the
city
city,
girl.
like I'm here in Paris, I feel an energy that is different from anywhere else.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Mhm.
um, I think where I live, like it's out. It's not on the outskirts so far that most people can walk in the neighborhood and the schools are set up. If I wanted to go downtown, there is a train station that's fairly close. It's about a mile from here. So if I
Oh,
didn't have a car, I could jump on the
you
train
could take the
station.
train. Yeah,
Actually, I could take it. It actually goes into downtown, or it goes out to the airport. It's the line that goes out to the airport from here. So getting to the
that's
airport
good.
is quite easy as well.
I think Detroit is it's purposeful. It's the place for automotive, so it's purposeful that the common transports are not great. So you could hardly take a bus or a train to go anywhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
every family has, like, when the kids are old, you have families that have like four cars, because
Oh
each
yeah, yeah.
teenager,
Yeah. I
like our
mean,
neighbors. Hey Marlene, if you're watching, they have like four. Her two kids are grown up. One is in college, one already started working, so they have four cars in front of their home.
yeah.
So
I feel that at one point when Corvo was elementary school and middle school, we had three cars, and Corvo wasn't driving, so it's like
so
one and a
why
half cars for each driver in the house, and it's
why
just
would
kind
you
of.
have three cars? Why?
Well, we had a minivan, and then we had the sedans that we both commuted to work in. So I had a Geo Prism, and my wife had a Volkswagen Beetle.
That's so fun. And you had the 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 the, the van for the family. the
Well, that's something that maybe we can go into another time. But it was is my
Yeah, I think
wife's. It's
yeah,
like if you build it, they will come. So she was setting the intention that we would have more kids in our family. But
which is good,
yeah,
because
so
that's
preparing
how
that way by getting a Honda Odyssey van, so we know that we can fit, theoretically five, two adults and five kids.
yes, that's eight. Yeah, we have that. We have an Odyssey, and yeah, you can fit eight kids. It's fun when you grab the kids' friends. I love
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
them.
I
We go
remember
for
that.
ice cream on
Yeah,
Friday. I just love that. I love when yeah, I like that. I don't like driving a minivan, but I love it when I'm driving the minivan with kids in it, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I did like the experience of it for long trips because it had like yours. I think it had the
oh, here
hi.
is my best friend. Hey, come over, sweetie.
You're going to be
Okay, so I am today at my best
broadcast
friend's
live to
house.
everybody.
Yes, and
But
that's so cute.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, I was just thinking with and I noticed that yours has leather seats too, right?
Yeah.
And it was like the experience of it was magnificent. I thought, especially on a long trip,
Mhm.
because the engine would not lose speed going up hills or anything. It was just great. And
It's getting noisy here, so I'm not even sure.
yeah,
So
it
maybe
had
we'll
that.
have to up to cut it for today,
Yeah,
and then you and I can continue offline.
yeah. Sounds like a good plan. So, um, thank you all for joining us, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna have more intercontinental
Yes,
discussions
and
coming up.
from outside, my program starts tomorrow, so we'll be probably more outside.
Oh, that's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be exciting
We'll see.
to see you in your natural downtown
We'll see.
downtown
I'll
habitat.
see. I want to keep it special, so I'll see, you know?
That's awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna click the button. Oops, whatever. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time. And we're boom. There it is. Yes. Very nice. Oh, stop the recording too.